Good morning, everyone. My name's Mike Thiemer, road driver out of South Brunswick. And I'd like to just go over a couple of things about our health care. I just want to touch base on that. And I know Bobby out of Charlotte's done a couple of videos. Did a really good video a while back with the health care and gave his life experience about his fight and battle that he went through with his illness. I'd like to talk about a man who has really put himself out there across the country, in South Brunswick. A friend of mine, road driver Mike Traino. Mike's 59 years old. Been with the company, I think, 16 years, 17 years, somewhere around there. Started in Cinnaminson back in the AF days. And Mike's strongest advocacy towards this whole campaign was about the health care. That was his biggest pet peeve. Seeing how it's changed and the deductibles have gone off the wall. Let me just say this. I've spoke to a lot of people around the country, and I've had some sad stories. And no one should have to file bankruptcy because of health care, because they can't afford to pay the health care. Now people are going to say, I never heard of anyone filing bankruptcy for health care. The way you're being misled is that because of the cost of the illness that they have to deal with, then they can't pay their credit cards, or they're putting those charges on their credit card, okay? For instance, a prosthetic is not covered if someone loses a limb. Wheelchairs are not covered. Certain medications are not covered. And we could go on and on and on. So this is where the cost comes in. Now, if you're on FMLA and you have to take care of a sick one, or you're sick yourself, and you have to keep taking off to take care of a sick one, well, you're not getting paid. Something catastrophic, majority of us don't prepare for. We don't have that cushion in our bank accounts to cover something catastrophic, like an illness, a hurricane, a tornado, a fire. We don't have that. I remember a few years ago, here on the East Coast, we got hammered with Hurricane Sandy. Now, me being on the shore here, I'm only 5 miles from the ocean. I was one of the lucky ones. My house didn't get it that bad. It was minor stuff. But we had no power. There was flooding. And I did lose some work. We didn't get paid for that. And if you had no vacation time at that time, you didn't get paid. And I remember asking a person in HR that, why doesn't the company have something set up for something like that? Especially you guys out in the Midwest who are in Tornado Alley, or out on the West Coast, vulnerable to earthquakes. Why don't we have something set up to take care of these people? I said to him, why can't we have $1 per week from each employee taken out of their check, $1, to take care of these families of people in catastrophic need? And I was told FedEx doesn't do things like that. They can't. And that's something unions do. And I scratched my head then and went, really? And I remember working for a home improvement retail chain, largest in the country. I was a manager for them. And I remember an employee of mine losing his home to a fire. The corporation gave him a check for $10,000 to help him get on his feet for his lost items and help his family out. He had a family of, I think he had 4 or 5 kids. If they could do it, why can't FedEx do it? And like I said, all I'm asking is $1. So, seeing what's going on with our health care and around the country, that is going to be one of my pushes in the contract. $1 comes out of everybody's paycheck to go for something like Mike and many others are witnessing right now. It shouldn't be. I spoke to a guy not too long ago out of the Midwest. They say he's in his 30s. His daughter has a heart disease. He was a no voter. And lost his house, filed bankruptcy, and lives in a trailer home because of this severe heart disease that his daughter has. You see, catastrophes don't discriminate. Illnesses don't discriminate. And there is no age limit. So you could be somebody like Mike, 59 or older, or a little bit younger. Or you could be a newborn, just being brought into this world and coming in with a severe illness. You guys in your 20s and 30s that think you don't use your health care, it's not going to happen to you. That girlfriend of yours that you're going to marry, we don't have crystal balls. You have no idea what's going to happen down the road, what that person's health condition is, or that newborn you're bringing into the world. God forbid, knock on wood, that everything and you don't ever have to use it. But how can you vote no, being in the conditions that that person was in, to get better health care? How can you not want to pay 2 times of what you make, which comes out to, depending on city or road, about $60, $65 a month for union dues to have better health care? I shake my head. It's mind-boggling. People, we have to start standing up. It's going to get worse. Texas, the health insurance companies are going to raise the premium 60% in Texas. Go read about it. It's all over the news. 60% in Texas, healthcare costs are going to go up. Ours are going to go up in November. Obamacare is not working. The insurance companies are taking a beating. They're going to go up. What they're going to go up? We have no idea. Who knows? But they're going to go up. And it's going to keep going on. And Bobby touched on it in his other video. The Cadillac plan is over $27,000 per employee. Go look at your W-2 form. Online 12 double D or D, and look at what was paid towards your health care. The average is $13,000 or $14,000. That gives them a $13,000 cushion to raise your health care up. So they could have brought up your health care, say another $5,000 per person to bring the deductible down and give you better health care. And they chose not to. They chose to go early into these changes when they didn't have to until 2018. Why? If for any reason you guys sitting back waiting to see what the Ford do with their contracts, you're making a big mistake. As these people that are getting ill and sick, or any one of us can at any given time, tomorrow may never come. Live your life like there's no tomorrow. We have a GoFund set up, a GoFundMe set up for Mike Traino to help his family in these dire needs. I'm asking you to go on to that website and see what you could do to help him out. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your summer.